Hello everyone, Lyle here from West Tennessee Gold and Silver Exchange, and today we have a pretty big collection of different coins to look through. What's going on, everyone? My name is Lyle, and I own West Tennessee Gold and Silver Exchange here in Savannah, Tennessee. And I do a lot of videos of all of the cool collections that come into the store, some unboxing videos, a lot of other coin-related content. So if you like that kind of stuff, make sure you like, subscribe, so you can stay up to date on all of the cool items that come into my coin shop. And on today's show, I have that nice collection that I showed you in the bumper. But before we get to that, I want to remind you that I am doing a giveaway. All you have to do is go to that Halloween video right there and let me know in the comment section which one of those Halloween rounds was your favorite, and you are entered into the chance to win that Dracula 1 ounce round. So be on the lookout for that. Go to that video, like and share and comment. Let me know which one's your favorite, and you will be entered. Hopefully you are the winner. And I think on the 15th is when I'd be doing a live. So all of the information is in that video. So check out that video, like it, and yeah, we'll be good. All right, so let's go ahead and get started because this is a pretty hefty collection. This is going to take a while, guys. So let's go ahead and get started with let's do some halves. What kind of halves do I got here? Of course, we'll start with these guys here. Let me just make sure I got them all. I'll move them over to my tray over here. We'll look through them, and we'll see what we got. So these are all going to be, I believe, Kennedy halves, 90% 1964 Kennedy halves, and they got some toning on it. You know how much we love that toning. Check this one out. It's got those purples in there with some blue. Let's check out that reverse. Reverse has some nice toning on it as well. Now that I got my nifty microscope, we can take an even closer look. Let me turn the light on a little bit more. Get some more shine in there. Look at all those colors, guys. Nice toned coin. 1964, it's a 90%er. Here's the reverse. Still has okay detail. Oh yeah, look at all those colors. Let's try doing that to the front. Man, this is going to be a long video if I take my time looking at all of these like this. But that's a nice 1964. Here's another 1964 Kennedy with some more of that toning that looks almost like dirt, but it is not dirt. It is actual toning in there. Another 1964 with some more subtle toning in there. You can kind of see it. Here's the reverse. And these are all 90%ers. 1964 Kennedy. That was the, I believe that was the only year that Kennedy halves had 90% silver. From 65 through 70, they did it in 40%. Look at this monster toner right here. That is one nice looking Kennedy half. Does it look a little dark to you guys? Maybe I need some more light. Ooh, that's too much light. Let's try that right there. Just needed a little bit more light because it was looking pretty dark. Oh yeah, look at all that toning right there. Nice looking Kennedy half. We got a few more to go. Looks like he's got nice toning right in the jawline right there. Some more 1964 with some toning. Here's another one with a little bit more subtle toning. Looks like it's got like a rainbow right in there. Don't know if you guys can see that, but it sure is there. Purple around the whole edge. Another 1964. This one's a Philadelphia with some more toning on it. Oh, this one's a monster toner right here. That one's got some crazy toning. This one we'll definitely have to look at under the microscope. Let's check it out. Here it is. Now, I did do a video of this microscope that I will link. And check it out if you're interested in this microscope. It's a very good buy. I've had a lot of fun using it. Very inexpensive, 30, 40 bucks, somewhere around in there. And it will get you one of these guys. It works fairly well. But there's no screen on it. It's just the microscope. So you'll need to plug it into the computer to make it work. But it's really cool. You can get some really nice close-up shots of a lot of coins. Here's another 1964 D Kennedy half. It's got all of that toning on it. This one doesn't have much, just that yellow toning around the bottom. Still a nice looking Kennedy half. And I got a marker stain right there, or a pen stain. Don't know how that happened. Another one with some more subtle toning. This one's got a little bit of green down there with some darkers up top. Some of that dark purplish toning. Another 64. I got a few more of the 90% Kennedy halves to look through. I don't think there's any varieties or anything like that on the Kennedy halves. I think these are more or less, now they're used for stacking purposes, for silver content. And these guys have all of this cool toning on it that will definitely have some appeal to some people. And I got two more. Here's one more Kennedy half. And the final Kennedy half in this collection is right here. Nice subtle toning. Perfect. Let's move on. Let's move on to some Franklins. Now here we got some Franklin halves. Here's a 1963D with some monster toning on it. This one looks really nice. Beautiful toning. Definitely one we want to look at under the microscope. Here it is in all of its glory. Check out all of that toning. It's a 1963 Franklin half. Now all of these will more than likely end up at our auction. I will put some of these in the display. There's the D right up there above the bell. So more than likely they'll go into the auction. Some of them will go here into the store for, I do get the occasional customer that comes in looking for that oddball stuff, and this definitely falls into that oddball stuff category. Here is another one. And I did get some more displays here. That's why I haven't really done a lot of videos lately. I've been rearranging in here and had a lot of other real estate stuff that I had to take care of. I am still a real estate agent here in Tennessee, so if you are looking to buy or sell in Tennessee, make sure you give me a call. Call the store. Send me a message. Ooh, look at that nice toning in the back, in the reverse. And I will help you find a place to live, or if you're looking to sell anything, I can definitely sell anything in Tennessee. but I mostly stick around the West Tennessee area. I'm in the Memphis MLS. So from Savannah to Memphis, well, actually Waynesboro to Memphis, I can pretty much do, I can go as north as, I think, Decatur. I guess I can do Jackson as well. So if you're looking in that area, feel free to give me a call. Let me know. Be happy to help you out. There's a 1948D. Or even if you're looking to buy or sell anything in the whole U.S., let me know first. I can get you hooked up with a real estate agent in that area that I can keep tabs on and make sure that they're doing a good job for you. And I do get a little kickback just for referring you. So remember that if you're looking to buy or sell anywhere in the U.S., doesn't matter where you are, I can help you find an agent that I can work with and make sure they do a good job for you. Here's another 1963, and I will get a little kickback, and that helps the store. It helps the channel, helps me free up some time so I can do more videos for you guys. Because honestly, I have trays and trays of coins that I have not shown you guys because I just don't have the time. I'm only one person. I'm running a store. I'm doing the real estate stuff. Here's a 1958D. So I'm doing the best I can, but if you like this kind of content, make sure you subscribe because that definitely helps the channel. Make sure you share these videos too. If you're a regular watcher, subscriber, you love the videos. Oh, I love this purple toning in this one. Definitely want to look at under the microscope. Yeah, make sure you share. And if we've done business before, find the store, West Tennessee Gold and Silver Exchange, on Google. Please leave me a review there, because believe it or not, they really do help. I can tell you how many times somebody has come here versus a different store just because my reviews are great and I treat people fairly. I can't really see much of the toning under the microscope, but it's there. It's like a nice dark purple tone, very subtle in there. I like it. Here's a 1957D. In God We Trust. $50. The Liberty Bell. Ooh, look at this monster toner right here. This is a definite toner if I've ever saw one. 1949D. It does have a nice ding at the bottom though. That's unfortunate. And the reverse is a little dull, but let's take a look at that obverse. Yeah, look at all that toning, guys. $19.49. Look at that toning around the motto. Looks like it's got like yellow toning around it with the blue and the purple. Pretty cool. That's a nice one right there. And here's another 1949D. A 1949P. This one's really like shiny. It looks like somebody polished this one. You can tell by it looks kind of mirror-like almost versus, I don't know if you guys can see the difference, but this one looks like it's more mirror-like than this one. It's a 1949. Here is the reverse. Let's take a look at it under the microscope. Nice toning. Yeah, you can tell it's very proof-like. But that toning, awesome. We got a few more Franklin halves. Here's a 1949 Philadelphia. A 1963 Philadelphia. And this one looks like it's not struck on the center. It looks like it's off struck. See how the G's almost touching the rim. And then up here, it looks like it is touching the rim. It's very, very close. Look at the T and that Y. Very close to the edge compared to the other side. So a little off struck, not by much. Let's check out the reverse. United States of America. It's got some nice toning around the edge though. Awesome. And the last Franklin is this 1963 Philadelphia with some of that nice subtle purple toning on it. Here's the reverse. Nice looking coin. Those are all the Franklin halves. We got some more halves here. I got a lot of standing liberties. All right here. Walking Liberty halves. Here is a 1935 S. A 1928 S. It's got some wear on this one. You can see the S right down there. A 1928 S. Here is a 1917 Philadelphia. And the pretty worn. 1917 is almost the first year. I believe the first year is 1916 on these halves. But there's a few different varieties of the 1917. You got the ones with the mint mark in the obverse, and you got the ones with the mint mark on the reverse. But Philadelphias don't have mint marks on those. Here's a 1920p. And all of these are pretty common. There's not many key dates in the Walking Liberty halves. Of course, you got the 1916, so the first year is going to be a pretty good date, key date. 1921S, the 21D, of course. Can't forget about that one. That's probably the best half, Walking Liberty half, is the 1921D. But those, I believe, are it on the key dates. This one's got a little bit of toning on it. All of the ones in the 40s, I believe, are all common. Most of the 30s are common. $1937. This one looks like it's got some, still got some pretty good detail. Not completely worn. And it's got that purple toning. Look at that one. This one's really got some nice toning on it. Nice blue toning. Let's check out that reverse. We'll look at this one under the microscope. Ooh, look at that, guys. It kind of like wants to turn color, but the camera, I think, corrects it. It's got like that purple, blue toning all over it. It actually has some really good eye appeal when you look at it with the naked eye, not looking at it with the microscope. But it's got some really nice toning. That's the 1937 common year. Here's a 1935. Kind of worn. Not much toning, just like right there. 1942 with some very subtle toning, but it's got nice purple all over it. It's amazing what's floating around out there, guys. And 1946 Philadelphia with some awesome toning. We'll look at this one under the microscope. Look at all those colors. 1946. Nice looking coin, guys. And here's another one. 1945 Philadelphia with some really nice toning. Gosh, we got to look at this one under the microscope too. This one looks like it's got some, I don't know if that's staining or toning right in the center of the body. Pretty sure you guys can see that. But look at all that nice toning. That's all the way around it. Look at that sun. Nice toning. $50 with some toning on it. Not bad. This is 1945 Philadelphia. This is a 1944. Kind of worn, but it's got some blue purple toning all over it. 1944 S. 1937 Philadelphia with some really good toning on it. That purple all around toning is really nice. I like that. Nice, crazy looking toning right here on this one. We'll look at that under the microscope. Look at that, guys. That looks really cool. It's got like that stripe right down the center of the whole body. That's crazy looking. Here is the reverse. Toning around the edges. Still got some pretty good detail. Detail on the face. But that obverse is is really cool. That stripe like right down the center of it. This is actually a really nice looking coin. One I might keep. But probably not. Look at this monster toner right here. 1945 Philadelphia. With some purple toning all over it. Reverse doesn't really have much to offer. But that obverse, we got to look at that under the microscope. And here it is. Look at all that toning. $1945 is a common year for the Walking Liberty halves, but this toning is not common. Really nice looking coin. Here's a 1936 Philadelphia. $1937 Philadelphia. Kind of worn. And mint marks right down there. A 1935 Philadelphia. Most of the ones I see of the Walking Liberty halves are from the 30s. The 35 is one I see all the time. Was that right? I think this one's mislabeled. because that says 1935 P, but I believe it's actually an S. I saw that mid mark. Yeah, there it is. So this one is not correct. I don't write these on here. I bought this collection the way it is, so whoever it was that put it in this flip did not put down the right mint. Here's a 1935 Philadelphia. And the camera restarted. Yep, this one, no mint mark, so it is a Philadelphia. 1933 S. Before I put these up for auction, I will double check the flips. There's the S, just to make sure that it's marked what the coin is. 1934. Remember, when you're buying coins, you buy the coin, not what it's in. So you don't buy the flip, you don't buy the packaging, you buy the coin. Remember that, guys. 1934 S. Kind of worn. There's the S right there. And these guys are all 90% silver. So these are good for stacking. A lot of people don't really like to stack these because they wear down too fast. And a lot of them, you're going to find them in this condition, so the weight might be off. But if you stick with Kennedy halves, it's very rare for me to find 90% Kennedy halves that are very worn. Most of the time I see them, they're in fairly good condition. I wouldn't say uncirculated condition. Nice toning back there. But they are still have full weight. I mean, if anything, they might have a little bit of wear, but I mean, I don't think I've really seen many Kennedy halves that are pretty worn. Like the ones that I just showed you now, those all looked pretty good. Look at that, 1918. One of the earlier ones. Earlier Kennedy halves, or not Kennedy halves, Walking Liberty halves. I got Kennedy halves on the brain. Here's a 1917. Again, 1 year off from the first year that they were released in 1916, but the 1916 is one of those key dates, or it's a better date that I don't remember. Have I had a 16 come in? To be honest, I don't remember. Let's take a look at that mint mark. Yep, that's an S. I'll be honest, I don't remember a lot of these coins. Once you do this for a while, I really don't remember what comes in. Unless it's really unique and cool, then I will remember. But, I mean, a 1916, maybe? But I don't know. Well, I guess a 1916 is one of those I would probably remember. So I'm going to say no. I think I did get one of the 1917s with the mint mark on the obverse. I did get one of those in. I think that was the only one I've gotten in so far. I believe B. Miller is the one who bought that one. Got it at one of our auctions. So if you are interested in checking out the auctions, they usually happen on Tuesdays and Fridays. It's been a little scarce the last few months because of how busy I've been. But if this video is released today, which I'm recording it Friday, then there will be an auction today. And some of this stuff will definitely be on it. So if you want to check out the auctions, make sure you go to www.westTNexchange.com. That's TN like Tennessee. westTNexchange.com. Fill out the little form that's there and get signed up for the auctions. Meet me here at around 3 Central Time, and the auctions will start. Make sure you hit that bell so you can get notified whenever we go live or when a new video drops. And I'm also toying with the idea of memberships. So if you like the content, you want to support the channel, you want to support the show, the store, memberships would be a good way to do that. And I'll be right back. All right, let's continue with this 1945D Walking Liberty half. And probably got like 10 or so more Walking Liberty halves to show you. But look at that toning. That's some nice toning. Let's get the microscope up again. We'll check it out. Man, this microscope is becoming my my new favorite thing. Look at all the spotting in that toning right there. Toning right on the head. You can see all of those spots. It's a nice looking Walking Liberty half. Some people like the toning, some people don't. I think the toning is really cool. I don't know what that is on the wing. You guys can see that? Puncture wound or something? Is it? That's not on all of them, is it? Let me check another one. No, but that one's kind of worn. But that little dot right there, you guys can see that, right? That little dot right in the center. Not sure what it is. But here's this 1945D. And here's a 1945S. Maybe one day I should put together a book of nothing but toned Walking Liberty halves, or probably do a better chance with the Franklins. Franklins are everywhere. And the guy that has all of these toned coins, I haven't seen him lately, but last time it's probably been a month or so. 1945. Oh, look at this. 1917. Second year of issuance. Kind of worn. This flip is kind of old. That's an old flip. 1917. Another 1917, but this one is a S. Make sure. Yep, you can see that mint mark right there under the microscope, and we will see the S clear as day. There it is. So it's a 1917 S. Kind of worn, but still a date that you will need if you're putting together one of these books. Here's another 1917 S. Yep, there's the little S right there. 1917 Philadelphia. Really worn. Probably the most worn one I've had so far in this collection. 1920 Philadelphia. Pretty worn. So that's probably one of the main reasons why a lot of people don't like to stack these, because the weights will be off. Some of the silver has rubbed off over the 103 years that this coin has been around. $1917 Philadelphia. I've never seen one of these in very good condition, or even in uncirculated condition. Well, I have a Walking Liberty that's, I believe, is in uncirculated condition. Here's 1918 Philadelphia. I tried doing a video on it, and something happened that I had to stop, and I just couldn't get back to that video. And I actually ended up selling one of the items that I was supposed to show. I'll probably finish that video minus that item that I sold. And there's a, oh, this one's really worn. This one definitely takes the cake as the most worn Walking Liberty I have in this collection. It's 1918. 1918S. Yep, there's the S. But I'll probably finish that video. All right, somebody came in. Let's finish off these Walking Liberty halves. 1920 Philadelphia. So I think I was talking about that video that I started but never finished. I'll get to it, and I'm almost positive there's a uncirculated Walking Liberty half in there. I think it's like a MS63, maybe a 64. Looks like somebody punctured it right there. 1918S, early one, and here to finish it off is a 1935 Philadelphia. Look at that rim; it's a really strong rim. It's pretty pronounced there. So it's a nice strong rim. 1935 Philadelphia. Nice looking coin. Perfect way to end those. Now we're going to get into some more interesting stuff coming up. Next up, let's do these Washington quarters. Here's a 1961 D Washington quarter. Looks to be in fairly good condition. A little bit of toning on it. Reverse really strong. Nice cartwheel. Look at this toner right here. It's a 1958D with some really nice toning. I think if I put it down, you can see the colors better. Not so much light is being reflected off of it, but it's a 1958D. It's got some nice toning. Good detail still. Let's look at this one under that microscope. See what we're working with. 1958D. Look at all those colors. Oh yeah, that's a nice one right there. I don't think I can get the whole quarter under the microscope, but yeah, it's a beauty. Still has a lot of good detail. That's a nice one, guys. That is one nice 1958 D quarter. Oh, look at this. It is a 1934 Philadelphia. And I believe on the 34s, there is two different varieties. The motto is heavy on one and light on the other. This one looks like it's heavy. Yeah, that's definitely a heavy motto. The light motto would be lighter pressed in there, lighter stamped. So 1934, looks like there's something. I don't know if it's on the quarter. Nope, it was just on the flip. Here's the reverse. A little worn. Obverse is definitely better, so this would be a album filler right here, where you can see the obverse, but not much the reverse, and you're good. Ooh, look at this one. 1944 Philadelphia, another monster toner. Nice looking one right here. This one's got some good colors, good detail. 1944 is pretty common, but this is a nice looking Washington quarter. Definitely one that I will consider keeping and sending it in to get slabbed for my I guess for my artificially toned quarters from PCGS. This will go in that collection. Bunch of butt heads. So that is a 1944. Here's a 1955 with some of that orange yellow toning. Still has a nice cartwheel on this 54 Philadelphia. Here's the reverse. Still got some pretty good detail. A little bit of wear on the breast of the eagle right there. But yeah, this is a nice one right here. 1954 Philadelphia. and the 1942. This one right here has got some really nice toning. It's got a nice cartwheel. It's a nice looking 1942 Washington quarter. Very nice. 1942. So those are all of the Washington quarters I got. Now let's move on to some Barber quarters. Here we go. Up first is this 1892 Barber quarter. It's Philadelphia. This was, I believe, 1892 is the first year of the Barber quarter. And this one is pretty worn, but it's the first year of issuance right here. 1892. And this is a 1914D. Looks to be in fairly good condition. A little wear back here. If only this was an S, because the 1914S is one of those key dates. 1914D isn't so much, but that's okay. That's okay. Let me look at that mint mark just to make sure it's a D and not an S. Yeah, that's totally a D. Not an S. So, not one of the better dates, but still a 1914 D. And it looks like it's in fairly good condition. I mean, look at the difference in condition between these two. So this one still has some, you can still see the detail on the eye. Versus here, you can see no detail in the eye. You can see it in the headdress. You can't really see it there. So not too bad. Not too bad. So I think we should move on to the Barber halves. Let's check out these Barber halves. Here is a 1898 Philadelphia. Kind of worn. Still a nice Barber half. Look at this one. It's a 1901. Oh, that is actually a better date. Not a key date, not a semi-key date. It's one of those that's not a common, but is it's got a little bit more value to it. This one doesn't look like it's in too bad condition. Looks actually like it would be in good condition. Let's actually check. I got my book right here. Here is my little grading companion, which this thing has come in handy. Oh, I already passed the halves. It's come in handy quite a bit. Those are the dollars, halves. Let's go to the Barbers. If you don't have this book, it's definitely one that you should consider getting, because it's got these pictures and it basically is like a template. Like this one right here, definitely this would be in about good. You can see they look fairly similar. Now let's check this one right here, which that looks like it is in good condition. The images kind of match. Let's check out the reverse. So as you can see, pretty good. This one's got some more wear up here than mine does. So that would probably put this in the higher good category. Maybe a, I don't know. This is a VG8, not quite there. This is a good 4. So I'd say what? Maybe a 6. A very good, a good 6, I should say, a G6. So it looks like it might fit right in there. But yeah, if you don't have this book, definitely should pick it up. This is what it looks like. Grading coins by photograph. I will put a link in the show notes for you to check it out. It's on Amazon. It's It's about 20 some odd bucks. This one was about $20. So really nice book. It's not something that you're definitely going to live by, but it's good to kind of give you some detail and let you just look at your own coins and kind of determine whereabouts it will fit if it ever gets graded. Here's a 19020. This one's got a heavy rim down here and a light rim up there. You can see how thick it is down here compared to up there. So it might be a little bit of a off strike there. 1906. These are all pretty common. 1905. 1905 Barber half. Looks like there's a mint mark there. Is that an S? Yep, 1905S. Just making sure. 1906D with a little bit of toning on it. Kind of looks like it's wearing glasses. Let's look at that under the microscope. Yeah, that toning makes it look like they got some eyeglasses on there. That's funny. Yeah, you see that? Yeah, I want someone to, because I've seen some people like carve different things into these, and I think that somebody can definitely turn one of these barber halves into a solid snake. Like you can definitely mold this into making it look similar to solid snake because of this tie back here. Yeah. If you don't know who Solid Snake is, you don't play video games, but it's a character from Metal Gear Solid. And I lost many summers when I was younger, back in what, 99, 2000, somewhere around there, to that game. 19080. All right, so up next is this 19080. And I was recording a little bit ago, but I realized my microphone wasn't on. So I already went over this, but this is actually an O. You can see it there. It's another one that was mislabeled. So I put that O in there. Edit for this one is going to be a little bit weird, but that's okay. Next up is a 1909 Philadelphia. Another Barber half with some wear on it. It's 1909. And we got a 1913S. A lot of these have some pretty good wear on them. They got some use in their day. A lot of people were probably using 50-cent pieces quite often. That's why they're so worn. And this one is actually in better condition. This 1915D right here, better condition. And there's the D right there. And almost done with these Barbers. Here's a 1899P. 1899P. My wife is here. So I'll show you the last one real quick. And this one right here, can't tell. No date. Well, somebody scratched it off. So let's kind of, let's see what we got here. Look, there's a lot of scratches on it. It almost looks like 1935 is what it looks like. But I don't know. What do you guys think? I doubt it's 1935 because these were not around in 1935. So maybe 1905? Maybe that kind of looks like a O and then a 5. 1905. It's possible. Here's the reverse. It's an S. So one of the ones that will more than likely go to the junk silver bin, because we cannot tell a date. All right, guys. I will be back again, and I will show you the rest of these coins. Let's go ahead and continue the video with some cents. Here we have a 1913 Philadelphia penny, or 1 cent, Lincoln cent. Get so used to calling them pennies, but they are cents. 1913 Philadelphia. And here's a 1910 Philadelphia. Lincoln cent. Whoa, look at the reverse on this guy. It's got some damage on it. Not sure what that is. Almost looks like rust and grime. But this is definitely an album filler right here. If you need a 1910, this will work, because you don't really see the reverses on those. So that's another pretty common one. Here's a 1912D. This one's a little bit better date. Condition is not the greatest, but like I said, if you're putting together one of these albums, you will need a 1912D. And I've seen them in much worse shape than this. And there it is, a 1912D. And here we have a, what does that say? Error strike on the L of this 1920 Lincoln cent. The L in Liberty lost in the rim. Oh, let's check that out. They were asking, whoever originally had this was asking $25 for this cent. Let's take a closer look at that L. The L looks like it is, let me see if I can get closer with it. So the L looks like it is gone completely. That's pretty crazy. So you can see the I, trying to hold it steady. And you can see the B, but you can't see the L. There is no L on this one. That's a nice little find right here. Cannot see the L at all. Let me try to get it to focus again. There we go. But pretty cool. Nice little find. Not sure if $25 is a good price or not. Let's check out that reverse. Not bad. Now we're moving on to some, I guess, Indian heads. That's all that's left. Here's the 1883 Indian head. And here's a 1886. Now I believe the 1886 had two different varieties. Let's look at that one with a microscope. That A in America, the last A, is higher on some, and I think the date is smaller in some as well. That would be one variety. I believe this one is variety 2. I don't know. Let's consult with the red book. Get that out of the way. And here it is. So, Variety 1, you can see the A kind of matches along with the hairline or the hair back here, and then this A variety 2 is a lot higher. So this one right here looks to be variety 1. So 1886 variety 1. I will go ahead and write that down on this coin. So now we know. Now let's keep on rolling. Here's a 1898. Got some grime on it. Common year. But it's in okay condition. I mean, can't really see, well, you can see a little bit of Liberty, but that grime all over it is no good. And oh look, another 1886 right here. Let's see if this one is the same variety, but this one actually looks like it's variety 2. Let's take a look at it. See, the A is not really touching the bottom of the hair, and the 1886 looks different. Let's see if I can get them both together. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I can't. There's just not enough space. But here is variety 2, I believe, and then there's variety 1. You can see that there is a difference between the two. So this one right here is variety 2. Let's mark it down. That's crazy. You got both varieties right here in this small lot. And this is a 1875, and it says rare date. Not sure if the 75 is a rare date. Rare dot below N. Oh, they're probably talking about the that variety. Let's consult Red Book again. And 1875, I think I was looking at it the other day. There's no images, so let's look for 75, dot on the reverse. It's got a little A, so let's see right down here. This variety has a small raised dot near the top left of N in 1. So top left, and this one says below N, so that is not correct. It should be above, according to the Red Book. And they were asking $200. But it looks like they crossed it out, so I think they finally realized, like, oh yeah, this is probably not it. And it does look like there's a dot underneath the N. You can clearly see it. Right, I wish I could point to it, but I can't with my cursor. But right there, it looks like there's an N right in the bottom center, but it should be on the top. And I don't see anything. Let's see if I can get closer. So I don't see anything at the top left. Where is it? There we go. I see no dot there. So this doesn't look like it is the dot, but you can see that dot right there on the bottom end. Looks like a little puncture. So is it at the bottom or is it on the top left like the Red Book says? I'm gonna go with what the Red Book says, but we'll hold on to this one. I'll keep it floating around just in the event that it ends up being something that I need to keep an eye on. Up next, we still got a few pieces left in this collection. Let's go ahead and do some of this stuff that's more modern. Here we have a 2005D proof-like nickel. Pretty cool. I still see a lot of nickels that look just like that in rolls. So to me, that's not really something too special. This one right here is a 72 proof. Not bad, worth a few bucks. $5.50, not sure if it's worth that much. Here's a 2001 S proof. So if you're putting together a proof quarter set, you either have to crank them out of the proof sets, or you can find them loose like this and put together a nice proof set. And here is a 1991 S Kennedy half. It's another proof. You can see the S right there. And a 1973 that looks like a proof as well. I can see the S. So 1973 proof quarter. And a Susan B. Anthony with some toning on it. Toning is pretty subtle. Let's see if we can see it with the microscope. Yeah, you can see the toning with the microscope. There it is. Nice little toning. Awesome. Now here's a bicentennial half. Another face value one, not really special. I see these all the time. 2001 S proof. This one is Rhode Island. Rhode Island quarter, not bad. Let's do a few more kind of common stuff. Here is a 1918 P Buffalo nickel. 1936. Can it be a three-legged buffalo? I don't think so, because it is a Philadelphia mint. Nope, there's all four legs. Not a three-legged one. Still trying to find one out in the wild, guys. Now, here's a 1930 Standing Liberty quarter. Seems to be in pretty good condition. I've seen them in much, much worse. Mostly in the junk silver lots that I buy. There's a few of them in there all the time. Dates missing. But cool. Let's take a look at that under the microscope a bit. Pretty good condition. 1930s, nice and strong. Here's the reverse. 1930, I believe, is pretty common for the Standing Liberties. Nice little find. Now, let's get into some foreign stuff. Here I got a, was that Philippines? 20 centavos from the Philippines. I believe that one is possibly silver. Let's see if I can, I'll show them all and then we'll see which ones can be silver. But here is a 1875, what is that, German 1 mark? That one looks silver. And it looks to be in pretty good condition. For 1875, 1 mark. Scary condition this one's in. Let's take a look at that under the microscope. Look at all that detail, guys. Looks like this one was never touched. It's close to 150 years old, give or take. 1 mark from 1875. We'll check that out for silver. Here is a República Mexicana from 1893. 10 cents. 10 centavos. From Mexico. That looks like it's silver as well. This one does not look silver. It's a 1959 Dutchland. Yep. 1959. This is what, 2 Pfennig? I don't know. I don't know much about foreign coins. But here is something from Italy. This one looks like it's got a little bit of toning on it. Let's take a look at that with the microscope so you can see the toning. See those colors? Yeah, there we go. Crazy that it's got toning on it, and it's, I believe it's copper. It looks copper, but we'll check it out. This one's from 1863, Italy. And Netherlands, 1859. That's a nice looking coin right there. 1859, 2.5 cents. This has got some really good detail. Nice detail. Let's see if I can focus a little bit more. There we go. Good detail, nice looking coin. And a half crown. Maybe. If that's what CR means. Rare in high grade. So it's a 1933, it looks like. King George. New Zealand, half crown, yep. 1833. This one is actually in pretty good condition. You can still see a lot of good detail. Detail in the crown. Detail in the clothing. Here's the reverse. Look at all that nice detail. These are nice looking coins, guys. From New Zealand, 1933. What is that? KG? KC? Don't know. So, we got one more foreign. Check this one out. Save the best for last, it looks like, because this one is a 1945 New England. What is that? Florin? And it's got some toning on it. It's a nice blue tone color. It's got a nice cartwheel. 1945. Let's take a look at those colors with the microscope. Take a look at that, guys. It is like nice and blue, purple. Nice toning. Here is the reverse. 1945. It's got some more toning around the edges. You can clearly see it. This one looks nice. Nice little finds. Now, let's see if we can find out which ones are silver. Because like I said, I don't know much about foreign coins. Let's get a Sigma. And I guess we'll start off with 90%. And we will work our way around. So, let's run. So there's some that I'm positive are silver. Maybe it's sterling. Let's check the reverse. Any 90%. So this Philippine one says it's 90%. And Mexico, 90%. Let's check out the German mark. Yep, 90%. These guys are more than likely not going to be 90% silver. This one's close. That's almost within the bracket. So, let's check with a different setting. I don't think it'd be 45. None of them. Let's go to sterling. Nope. So, I don't know. I got to do some more research on these. I don't think it'll be 999. So I got to do some more research on these foreign coins. To Britannia, I don't think so either. 96%, no. 80%, no. I mean, they all got close with the pre-1900, 90%. That one's pretty close. That one's close. That one's close. This one's way close, but it looks copper. So, I don't know. I got to do some more research on these foreign coins. Kind of see what they are, see how much they might be worth. Put them up for auction. Who knows? If you like foreign coins, let me know, because I have a huge collection of foreign coins that I'm not sure what to do with. But I hold on to them, offer them. I don't know. I ask them what they want, and they give me a number, and we haggle a bit till we come up with a number we can both live with. So hopefully I did good. Hopefully I didn't get beat up too much if they're not worth anything. So up next we got this is the last in that huge collection. Here is a 1869 3-cent piece. This is the clad one. I see these all the time. They're not worth too much, but still really nice coins to have in the shop. People like to look at them. People want to see them all the time. And here we have a 1913 Philadelphia Barber half. Or not a half, it's a Barber dime. That is most certainly not a half. Looks like there might be a ding right on the 1 on the 13. Let's take a look at that. Oh, maybe not. I guess that was just the way that the light was hitting it. It looks like, let's take a look at it. Yeah, it's just the way that the light was hitting it, I guess. But it looks good. And that's a 1913 Barber. I believe that those are pretty common, the 1913s. But stuff that's not really that common, here is a 1853 dime, seated dime. This one is with arrows. So you can see the arrows right there. This one's really not worth as much as the one without the arrows. 1853, look at that, guys. Liberty is mostly still visible. Still has pretty good detail all the way around. Here's the reverse, United States of America, 1 dime. Still has fairly good detail on this one. Not too bad. See if I can focus a little more. There we go. Nice. And last but not least, we have this 1858 half dime. I've had a few of these come into the store since I've been open. I think this is like maybe the 3rd or 4th, somewhere around there, of these half dimes that have come in. They're very neat, very small. This one is not in the best condition. Actually, I have more. I think I have 2 more collections that I haven't done a video for that had half dimes in them. So they're starting to be pretty common here at the store. It's an 1858 half dime. So if you're looking for a half dime, let me know. I got a few floating around here. I also have a few 20-cent pieces floating around. But that's pretty cool. This one's a little worn, but over 100 and almost 75 years, give or take, 160, somewhere around there. But yeah. All right, guys. Well, that is the entire collection. And I kind of tried to keep things in order, but it took me about 3 days to do this video. You'll notice from all of the edits in it. I've been extremely busy doing a lot of stuff. So that's just part of it. I got one more tray somewhere that's probably in the safe already. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. If you like videos like this, make sure you like, subscribe, stay up to date on all of the cool things that come into the store. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Have a good day.